All right, my name is Ayindeebankole. I'm 22. I live in Miami and I make about 15K a month with high ticket sales. And I'm just gonna talk about my journey getting here. Now, obviously, like this journey is far from over. There's so much more money to be made, so many more levels to hit. But I feel like this video could help people who aren't where I'm at yet because yeah, it's definitely been a journey getting here, and it's really just as much as a journey sustaining being here. So this starts off in the beginning of 2024, right? I I just finished playing football, the sport that I've been playing for my entire life, and I basically decided that I didn't want to do it anymore. You know, I didn't like the path that it was taking me to. I didn't really want to go to the NFL. I didn't want to keep being controlled. So I stopped playing football and I was just in college. And I literally remember, I don't remember the date. It was sometime in February though, February of 2024. And I'm a business major and I'm listening to my ethnic studies teacher talking to me. And she was just going on about whatever the fuck ethnic studies is. And I'm just kind of looking around in the classroom. Everyone's just kind of like zoned out. Everyone's kind of looking at their phones. Everyone's staring out the window. And I'm looking outside of the window and I'm just thinking about the kids that I see online that are just making a shit ton of money. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing here with my life? And I just had a realization like, okay, if I continue following this path, it's going to take me where everybody else is. And I may not know exactly where I want to go, but it's not there. So I literally got up and just walked out of class. And that was me dropping out of college. I didn't sign any papers. I didn't do anything, bro. I just walked out of the classroom, did not tell my parents, and I did not go back. And I'm not telling people to do this, but I just told myself, man, like if I'm not in college, if I don't have a degree, and if I'm working a minimum wage job, I put myself in a situation where I have to figure it out. Because if I don't figure it out, then I become a manager at a gym forever, which is just not something that I wanted to do. So like February, I drop out and I'm like, all right, let me just start trying shit. So it literally started off with a YouTube search, like how to make money online. And of course, the first thing that I saw was drop shipping. So yeah, I bought my first course. It was $500 and I was doing drop shipping for about a month, not really knowing what I'm doing. The information wasn't very good. And then I bought a Discord, which was like $70 a month. And I pretty much did that for 7 months. 7 months straight, I was doing drop shipping. I made my first sale in April, so I was ecstatic. I was like, oh shit, I made a sale. I'm gonna be a drop shipper. I'm gonna be a millionaire. This is exactly it. Fuck no, it took me another like 5 months just to get another sale. And that month I made a total of $100. So I was in the negatives at this point because I was spending so much money on courses and, you know, drop shipping materials. And yeah, it wasn't going very good. I also bought a mentorship program for $1,000, which it wasn't bad. I won't blame it on the mentor. It just wasn't, it didn't work for me. It was working for other people. I'll take accountability. I didn't really put the work in, but it also wasn't that good of a program, and that's why it was only $1,000. But yeah, 7 months in, I had made a total of about $275 with drop shipping. Mind you, I've been working all day, right? Recording videos. I was doing organic drop shipping, so recording videos, showing up to coaching calls, and scrolling on a burner account. And by month 7, I had a pretty good idea of what I was doing and what I had to do to like start making good money. But I just hated the business model. Not only did I hate the business model, but I hated the people that did organic drop shipping specifically. It was just a bunch of dorks. It was a bunch of weirdos. And I didn't even want to associate myself with these people anymore. Like I grew a deep hate for the business model. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch business models, but this time I'm gonna start with an actual mentor, not a cheap course, like an actual mentorship program. And that entire year doing drop shipping, in hindsight, I learned so much about business. I learned about products, I learned about mentorship programs, and I just learned about the people that were in the online space, which was very valuable, but I didn't know it at the time. So I decide, okay, I need to get a mentorship program, so I should save up like $4,000. So I was like, all right, fuck it. At the time, I was working at a gym, so I got a second job at a warehouse, which I was working overnight, which was, oh my God, this was the worst time of my fucking life, bro. Warehouse jobs are the worst, bro. Like, the people there are just sad. The fucking higher ups act like it's a fucking prison, bro. Like, it was just, it was honestly like, it wasn't rock bottom because I was doing it for a reason, but it was probably the hardest time of my life. But I do it for about 2 weeks. I mean, mind you, I'm trying to save up 4K, so I'm like, fuck, bro, I gotta be working here for like 2 months. But 2 weeks in, since I was so like connected in the online space, and I wouldn't say connected, but since I knew a lot of people that were doing online business, I saw a dude, and I knew that he did high ticket sales for one of the influencers that I had been watching, that I was actually thinking about. I was thinking about investing into a course, right? And high ticket sales reps sell courses. So one of the guys that sells the course that I was thinking about investing into, this dude started a mentorship program, right? So I hope you're following me. And I was like, oh shit, if I could be one of the first people in this program, I could actually get into high ticket sales and I could start making some money, because I knew he was making like 10 to 15K a month. So yeah, he made a YouTube video. He had a link. He had a CTA. I click on it. It's like, yo, how to get into high ticket sales. Boom, boom, boom. Book a call with me and my team. I book a call. And immediately I knew that I was going to buy, because I knew that a lot of the people that invest into these programs in the beginning get the most one-on-one help. So I was like, boom, I hop on call. Or I get called by a setter. He's like, yo, it's around 2K. You can split it up 500. I have $600 to my name. I have $600 to my name, right? Actually, I have like $300 to my name. So I call my mom and I'm like, yo, mom, can I borrow $500? I'll pay you back when I get paid, because I knew I was about to get paid like $1,000 from my job. So I hop on call with the dude. He's like, yo, it's 2K. You can split it up 500. My mom puts her credit card in, and boom, right? I pretty much get that going. I quit the warehouse job. And for about a month, I'm just learning. I'm not doing any outreaches. I'm just learning what high ticket sales is. And it's going pretty good, except I wasn't outreaching. I wasn't making Loom videos. I'm just like getting a bunch of head knowledge, which in hindsight wasn't a bad thing, but you want to start as soon as possible when you do any of these mentorship programs. Like, just start taking actionable steps. Don't spend too much time just doing research. But yeah, I figured out how to get on an offer, right? The person that I was learning from taught me what high ticket sales is, taught me how to get on an offer. And then from there, it's pretty much on your own. So I saw an offer that I liked. I found the appointment setting manager, right? And I found his Instagram, right? He had like a newsletter. I joined the newsletter. And since I joined that mentorship program, right, with the high ticket sales rep, I knew what I needed to do to actually get on the offer. So that's exactly what I did, right? I made a video just talking about my experience, and the experience that I used was from working at a gym, being in gym sales, playing football, having a strong work ethic, and just knowing who the influencer is. So I got hired. Just to give you guys timelines. So I bought the mentorship program in November, okay? Or no. I bought the mentorship program in October, right? And in end of November, I got hired as a setter, okay? And within 2 weeks, I became a closer, but I continued being a setter for the rest of December. First of all, my first week as an appointment setter, I made $475, which was double what I made in damn near 8 months drop shipping. So I knew immediately, like, this was for me. And then the following month, I made $7,000 with appointment setting, because I was able to get on a really good offer. That's kind of rare. And then by the next month, January, I made fucking 15K. I made $15,000. And since then I've been around like 10 to 15K. But that's pretty much it. And again, like looking back in hindsight, this happened really, really fast. Like it only took me a year to start making 15K a month online from my computer. I've been able to move to Miami. And I've kind of got like the lifestyle that I kind of dreamed for myself a year ago. And now my goals are changing. Like I want more, I want to make more money, I want to have more time. But the coolest thing now is like I'm learning real high income skills, sales, marketing, building connections with people. And I'm learning how a business is actually ran, a business that I plan on running one day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like there's obviously like more that goes into it. There was a lot of stress, like a lot of anxiety within that first year, but that's summed up. That's pretty much what 2024 has looked like. And now, yeah, I'm doing high ticket sales. I live in Miami. I plan on doing this for a while because you just learn so many skills with this. Like, don't get me wrong, it's stressful. It takes a strong work ethic. Talking to people all day is a different type of fatigue. But you learn so many skills. You learn how a business is ran. You learn work ethic. You learn, again, like the biggest thing is just discipline, bro. Like you gain like a mental fortitude to deal with stress, to deal with pressure, and to keep going. Because like that's what you need as a business owner. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm doing high ticket sales, making 10, 15, trying to scale my income as far as possible. But biggest thing for me is just learning, like being in Miami, being around all these successful people, seeing what's possible and just learning. Like that is the biggest thing that I'm interested in doing right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at. My advice to somebody who is just now getting started, I don't know where you are in your journey. Maybe you're already making more money than me. Maybe you're just now getting started in an online business. Maybe you're doing fucking dropshipping or trading or crypto or one of these like shiny business models. My advice is as soon as possible, invest into a mentor. Find somebody who you resonate with, not some random person, trying to act like Andrew Tate. Find somebody who you actually resonate with, right? And invest into a mentor, bro. Get into a community of people that are doing the same thing, that are just as ambitious, and that will shift your paradigm. Like that will show you how possible it is. Because when I joined my mentorship program, I'm seeing guys younger than me making 5, 10, 15, 20K a month. I'm like, oh shit, like this is real. Like this whole online money thing is real. So I'd say get a mentor as soon as possible and understand this. The cheaper that you pay for information, the cheaper the information is going to be. So in my honest opinion, anything under like $2,000, like you'll learn something, right? But the information just isn't going to be that good. It's probably going to be some information that you could find on YouTube. So obviously like invest your money smart, but understand like it's either you invest your money or you invest your time, right? I didn't waste 7 months, but if I started with a real mentor in the beginning, right, it would have been such a shorter time frame. So like now, I invest a lot of money into mentors. I just spent $7,000 on a sales mentor, right? And I'm going to continue investing into more and more skills. So yeah, that's pretty much my story summed up. But yeah, hope that helps somebody. If you have any questions on like high ticket sales or honestly just anything, you just DM me on the gram. I'll respond with a voice note. Don't ask me like how I'm doing or anything. Just ask me a question and I'll respond with a voice note. But yeah, hope that helps somebody.